Welcome. In this lesson, we'll go over some more complex JavaScript techniques, such as how to access values from the page, creating JavaScript functions, setting JavaScript actions to happen on certain events, loading JavaScript from outside sources, and how to show and hide fields of information, along with how to do some form validation with our JavaScript. Here we are on a page we've already created. And we've already seen JavaScript alert us to a value that we set within the JavaScript. But one of the most powerful things about JavaScript is its ability to grab things right off the page. Let's go through how to do that. First, we're going to go ahead and comment our for each because we don't really need all those names displayed. And now we're going to have to set something for us to grab from the page. We have our what lessons do you want to learn simply wrapped in a bold tag. We're going to add a paragraph tag so that we can assign an ID to it, and that'll help us with our JavaScript. We'll assign it an ID of value 1, just to keep things simple. And then we'll close our paragraph tag. Next, we're going to come down here and overwrite our redirect because we want to stay on our page this time. And I'm going to paste something in real quick so that we can go through it. What I've done is set a variable named HTMLVal, and it's set equal to document.getElementById value1.enterHTML. The document says where you're going to look. You're going to look within the document that you're in. And getElementById allows it to find the correct piece that we want. We named this one value1, and it's going to look for value1. Now, this inner.html part helps it to translate what it retrieves because it's going to see what it got as HTML, and we actually want it to display as text, so this will help us do that. And then we're going to do an alert based on this value so that we can see what we got. Alert HTMLVal, and we save it. We go back to our page, you can see that we've now grabbed the value, what lessons do you want to learn, and we've output it to the page. We've taken something that was created in the PHP and grabbed it in the JavaScript after the page was loaded. This gives us a lot of power to both use information and to be able to update it. And to be able to update it, the easiest way to do that is going to be by using functions. So we're going to go over those real quick. Now, a function is something that basically just contains some code that's not going to be executed unless you call it. It will be sitting there ready to be used, and it can be used any number of times, but to use it, you will have to insert some other code which will say you want to use that function. We're going to do that here by creating a function. And in JavaScript, you just call it a function. Then you give it a name. We'll call it getValue. And we'll set this to take 2 parameters. By opening it up and setting, we'll call them T and Y. And this will be things we pass inside. Now we'll open our brackets, just like we would if it was PHP. And this time, we're going to say return, because we're going to want to send information back from our function, and we'll return T times Y. It's a simple little function. Now what we're going to do is have a variable down here called function variable, and we're going to set it equal to getVal. And we're going to pass it in those 2 parameters we talked about. We'll say 4 and 5. Now we're going to change our alert to do function variable. Let's see how it works. When we run it, we get 20. That's because it called the function and set it equal to the variable, and we passed it through the 2 values, which it multiplied together and returned to us. That covers everything for this video. We'll go over some more in the next one.